Well, that was close enough, but oh well. So yeah, what a Super Saturday in this Super Saturday, of course, a lot of things have happened, because there were a couple of things that really happened. So we know that Dara has selected her song. We know that Jonas Love won Melody Grand Prix. We know that Pete and Linda won UMK, and we know that Sarah won the Deutsche Finale. Know that Lavina won PSMS Eurovisia. We know that Sal won San Remo, and eventually he will go to Vienna. And we know that Delta's announced as Australia's representative. But I have a couple of changes before I should continue. Well, as we may know, this is basically the standard it is because some of the entries were decent, but some of them were great for me, especially for those entries. But what I'm talking about here is a lot. But on the other side of things, we're going to talk about a very interesting development here because Melodifestivalen is now on its final stretch. Yes, we're now in the final. And to be honest, this final lineup, decent. First of all, as we know, a couple of favorites didn't make it. Jacqueline and Alexa didn't make it. They were the ones that went through the final qualifying round, but Mayra and Robin made it through. And also, Sana and Lila made it through Heat 5, in case you didn't know about them. But yeah, so of course, that was always decent thing that you can expect from this. But yeah, this heat, all the heats were great, but the final lineup is so decent to me. So I'm gonna share my own thoughts on this as I get through all 12 songs in this ranking for all Melodifestivalen finalists of this year's edition. So this is going to be interesting. So with that out of the way, it's time to hear my thoughts on all 12 finalists. So let's get started. So some of the ratings are basically the same as what it was, but I'm going to share my own thoughts here. So, Robin Bengtson with Honey. Honey is still B tier. I think it is. But, yeah, to be honest, I still don't have any feelings why the song made it through. So, but from what I can tell, I think the staging and the performance live is very great, which hence why it made it through the final. It made it through, so who knows. Up next is Brandstad City Slackers with Walk in the Elden, and to be honest, their quote unquote manpower performance and Heat and eventually coming soon to final is interesting to hear, which is nice. So A minus, still A minus for them. Smash Into Pieces is still great. Their staging is impressive as well, but still I give it an A tier for their song Hollow, which is it is. And interestingly, Lila's actually a comedian. So Lila Al-Fashi is a sort of a comedian. He started his own show, and Delulu's hilarious, to be honest. So I still give it an A minus. There's only as much to say about it. And these four are basically not my favorites, but the rest are my favorites. Saga Ludvigsen with A Today is impressive. I really love the vocals for its part, so it was beautiful to say that this gets an A minus. Still an A minus. I really love it. And also A minus is Kimberly with Eternity, which is very nice, to be honest. I still praise her vocals and everything else. Her performance is still great, so still giving it an A minus. And Sanna Nielsen, surprisingly, her performance is decent, but she made it through the final, which is interesting. So I still love Waste Your Love as well. So her vocals are still great in this. So A tier. Medina with Viva l'Amour is still great. So A tier. A tier. Nothing else changed from their. I think Heat 2. Hold on. I cannot remember. I think Heat 2 or 3. I think it is. I don't know, but let me know. And that guy is from Heat 1, so we know. Grixula, of course. Still what it is. I still like his vocals as well, so we know. So A tier for half of me. Maybe Omar, one of the final qualifiers with Lucid Dawam is still great, so I still give it an A tier. The vocals, everything else, the choreography, impressive. And then we have A-Teens. Now, before I should continue, let's give a little history about them. So, they were fans of ABBA You heard it right. 18s were fans of ABBA and their teenagers, which led them to naming their group ABBA Teens when they were first formed, and I think 1998, I guess. Eventually shortened to 18s, the group disbanded in 2004, and then almost 2 decades later they returned. Same members, same name. Interesting. And this song iconic is pretty much iconic it is because they were ABBA fans, and I don't think so if this would win than the other song which I'm gonna mention later, because this song is number two here in this list. So iconic is very iconic it is. So I don't think so if this will win, but it will depend. So I still give 18s an A tier for a very impressive song like this. So uh, best wishes from those ABBA fans. And lastly, of course, everybody's favorite as of right now, Felicia with My System. Before you should ask, Felicia has been through a couple of things. Felicia was actually uh, undergoing a different persona, but not anymore because that persona is now being pursued by another person. So, but that is disclosed yet. But Felicia's song is pretty much it is. It is the best. I really love the staging, performance, everything else. Everything else is incredible to see. The spectacle is great. So I really love this song. I still love it. So A+ for that. And I'm still happy to tell that Felicia is my favorite for this year's Melodifestivalen. And hope this 18s or some of my other favorites win. So I don't know. It depends on the juries and the viewers. So of course, as I mentioned, the final lineup for Melodifestivalen this year is decent. And needless to say, there were a couple of favorites that were good, but some of them were at least. But at least this is a selection that is basically what it is. So who knows? But with that out of the way, that's basically it for everything else related to Melodifestivalen this year. So come back once I'm gonna be back to this once Sweden has selected theirs, which is through this selection. So yeah. Also, we may know that we have some couple of things that we have to look forward to. This week is where we're going to see national selections for San Marino and Romania. And yeah, the Romanian national selection will be right there. Of course, the Romanian national selection, it will be this Wednesday night from 1900 to 2200 CET. And yeah, and of course, the San Marino's national selection will be this Friday. I think this Friday, yes, this Friday. And then Saturday will be the grand finals for both Melodifestivalen and Festival de Canção. And Festival de Canção, I have some uh, difficult development there because we know that almost all of the artists will not go to Vienna if they win. But I have high hopes of Bandidos to Cante because Bandidos to Cante is a song was is it popular for all the stuff? Hold on. So let me check if that's true. Needless to say, I can confirm that Bandidos to Cante's lyric video on the FTC YouTube channel is over 100,000 views, which makes sense because this song is one of the two entrants that will go to Vienna if they win. The other was Andrea Marvel, I think. Andrea Marvel, in which he will go as well. Sandrino has never said anything yet, but we'll find out this Saturday night, so we'll see. And also, we have to look forward on what Israel and UK has to release. Of course, No I'm Petan with Michelle and Look Mom No Computer with Einstein Dry. Which is kind of an odd to say the least because this song has German language. I don't know, but that will depend because we don't know if this song will have bilingual English and German. We don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. Also, Czechia's announcing theirs on the 8th. And of course, Polish national selection will be also announcing the winner on the 8th in the morning on DBB's morning show. And yeah, there's a lot of things that I have to look forward to. So with that out of the way, there's a lot of things that you have to look forward to this week here on ESC-DN and also this March. And possibly by the next couple of weeks, I think the last couple of weeks of March, I'll start doing my long-awaited a little bit more ranking videos or a post, something like that. But I should do posts instead of videos because that would be a little waste. But still, I'm currently in my final month at grade 7, at the 7th grade right now, so I should so things would not go as planned, of course, but we'll look forward to those once we get to it. So with that, that would be it for this master stereo video here on ESC-DN, and that is my ranking on all 12 finalists in this year's Melodifestivalen. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell, and you can also check out my social media link tree. My name is Duncan Nichols. Thank you for watching, and we'll always be united by music. Until then, we'll see ya maybe and whatever this thing is, but I don't know. But I expect my San Marino Song Contest ranking video to be released by next week. And yes, what about the Bulgarian national selection? Well, I'm gonna mention that in my national finals video. So yeah, my favorites from national each national final. So see.